Good morning. I hope everybody here once again is having an amazing morning, day, evening, wherever you are, whenever you are, all that wonderful stuff. So welcome to the MyTarot.org morning reflection, our chance to check in with the universe, see what the universe reflects back. And we do that using the tarot. We use that using a meditation. Something that says I'm going to take 10 or 15 minutes and just check in with the universe. Make sure that I'm okay, you're okay. See if there's any angers or resentments or anything like that that we need to keep in check today that maybe we should take a look at before it triggers us later on. So meditation, doing a reflection, is just trying to get an insight into ourselves so that maybe we can react with the universe a little bit better. So, question is, what do we have for today? So, listening to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean reminds us to take a breath. You know, it's funny, sometimes I will be doing readings for people, and the simple act of reminding somebody to breathe will just change somebody's entire demeanor. As they go, oh yeah, I haven't done that all week. And they'll use that analogy. It's like, you're right, I just have not taken a breath today at all. We've taken 1,000,000 and we don't even know it. We've done no conscious breathing. So once we breathe, it reminds us, oh yeah, I can relax my shoulders a little bit. Relax my neck. And it just kind of opens us up to maybe listening for a message, looking for a message, hearing a message, taking that extra sip of coffee. I love it. Mina went on this kick where she was looking for all the old cafe coffee cups, the vintage ones. They're only this big. They're like little espresso size. But this is the size people used to. This is the size we'd get in a restaurant. It's coffee. It's a tangent, but that was coffee. Look, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. It's my bad habit. My one bad habit, coffee. So, taking that breath. Feet firmly planted on the ground. Okay, so what does the universe have for us once again today? Let's see if we can open ourselves up to listening. So, once again, I'm going to make our 3 stacks. Each one of these a different thread going out to the universe. Each one of these a different thought or idea or conversation. If you believe in the multiverse, it's like each one of these is a different path, because this conversation will lead down one path, and these two lead down a totally different path, just by what's on top of the deck that we select. So this morning, let's go with the center stack. Let's go with what's right at the middle. Let's go for the heart. And I'm going to do our 3-in-1. And I will lay them out thusly and turn them over one at a time, like we're reading the pages in a book. King of Pentacles. That's a good way to start the week. So kings are... So first, court cards can be us. Court cards can be somebody else. Court cards can be part of a situation. Court cards, this is a king, but court cards are gender neutral, so we're looking at the energies. So it's masculine energy or feminine energy, and the king is taking charge, making things get done. And the king of coins, since coins is about home, health, finances, all that stuff, things that keep us grounded. This is about just that, keeping things together, finance, home-wise, all those things that deal around that. And what is this king looking at? The king is looking at the 9 of Swords. So swords are thoughts. Swords are represented by the element of air, so they're ideas. And when we get to the 9 of Swords, some people call it the nightmare card, the things that keep us awake. But in the tarot, I like to think of it more along the lines of, you have the hard suits, which are the wands and the swords, and the soft suits, which are cups and coins. And so in numerology, as you go up and you have the swords, it's like things get heavier and heavier and heavier. So the 9 of Swords is just a lot of steel. If you're trying to hold 9 swords in your arms, imagine all that is actually trying to hold our ideas and anxieties in our arms. And it's just all that mental weight that we have. And so we have the Page of Wands. So again, kings are about getting things started. Kings are keep things going. Kings are the ones who have to make sure that the ship is going in the right direction. Yeah, if it's somebody else, it could be like a boss or a father type figure or somebody like that. Or if it's us, it's just sometimes all those things that we have to do, we make the lists. We have to keep the ship going in a particular direction, and it can weigh on us sometimes. And sometimes all that weight then becomes that mental distraction. Are we getting enough sleep? Are we taking care of ourselves? Because the Page of Wands, pages are within the tarot. You've got page, then you move to the knight. The page eventually, that's what the page is working towards, is becoming the knight, and then the queen and the king. So pages, if it's a person, it generally represents a young person, but if it's us or somebody else, it can also be when we're starting something new, when it's fresh. Wands are fire and energy, but this page is reversed. So it shows all that anxiety and everything that's keeping us from being able to move on to, we have to be the king. If I don't do it, then who will? I've got to get this stuff done. And we take on that anxiety. And that is what's keeping us from moving to something new. But we have an advice card here. And it's the 8 of Swords. So this is about our anxieties. Today, it's about reflecting, okay, yes, I have to go to work. Yes, I have to get these things done. Yes, I have to make these bills happen. And those things just weigh on us. And with the advice card of the 8 of Swords, look at this crow right here. It's just a loose ribbon here that's wrapping around it. And you can see that if it just shook its head and flapped its wings, it's not going to be blindfolded anymore. And see how the swords have this crow mentally trapped? When easily this crow could just hop right through or go straight up. And so this is representing that cage, that mental cage that we put ourselves in when dealing with all the stress and the anxiety. So today it's a reminder that we need to be able to find that mental break. Yes, things pile up. Yes, we have the anxieties. Nobody's ever going to deny that. The question is if we've created a cage for ourselves, that mental cage, that anxiety that paralyzes us. And that's the question. Do we have these things that are paralyzing us? We want to turn this around to be something positive. We want to be able to start whatever this is new. New is fresh. New is exciting. But when we have created that mental cage around ourselves, even though we can put in, today I'm going to take an hour and I'm going to pay the bills, or I'm going to get this project done. But for whatever reason, we don't have the finances, or the project just is not moving forward, whether it's home or work or whatever, even though we put in the physical effort to do it, we put the other 23 hours into worrying about it. And I've done this. I know what this anxiety is. We put in the hour, we recognize I am stuck, and then we spend 23 hours dealing with the fact we're stuck. And for me, that means, well, I can just sit down and watch TV, or I can get distracted, or I can go on the computer or my phone and just mentally wrap myself up in all those swords. And it keeps me from moving forward. So today's reflection and just what to take into consideration are those things that we know that we're taking care of, the things that are causing us anxiety. We acknowledge the anxiety. We know it. We also acknowledge that there's nothing I can do at this moment. And that could, once again, be because we're so mentally wrapped around it. It's like, I should have made those phone calls. I should have paid those bills. But again, sometimes we just get so wrapped up in those things, we become paralyzed, walking through molasses. This is just asking us to recognize that we have that, and that we need to set the goal to start something new, to turn this card around. New is fresh. New is a way of getting out of ourselves. New means we have to walk through the Eight of Swords. New means we have to go out into the sunlight. It might mean all the effort in the world not to watch the final season of Bridgerton. That's a big thing around here. Or those things that we trap ourselves in. So today is about looking beyond our anxieties and starting something new. And that's just a good reminder, especially for me, with all these things in life that just come up. And then I stick my foot in that molasses, and then the next foot in molasses. And just sometimes I just can't unwrap myself. But this is just that reminder that says, well, maybe we can. Maybe we just need to step out of the molasses, which is easier than it sounds, right? So with that, this is Monday, or Tuesday. Oh, geez. Today's Tuesday. We had a holiday here in the United States, so happy Tuesday. Short week then, 4-day week. Hope you have an amazing day, an amazing evening, amazing afternoon. Maureen, you are so welcome. You're one of the reasons I do this, Maureen. You are my inspiration. So, thank you again very much, and take care, and I will be back again tomorrow.